Всем привет, ребята, с вами я, Ловли Sayour. Сегодня делаю реакцию на нашего любимого блогера под названием Асиана, да, Асиан. Ой, блин, сраный рот. asianhalfsquat, значит, вот. Э, Значит, у нас тут пятая часть по модам. Давайте посмотрим, что здесь у нас. Вот. Кстати, 8 минут идет, спасибо Асяну, а то он по 2 минуты по одной делает видосы. У меня, бляха, реакции нахрен по 3 минуты. Что за дичь? Так, все, давай посмотрим.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at 10 Minecraft mod combinations that work absolutely perfectly together. Some of these combinations connect so seamlessly, you'd honestly expect them to be the same mod, and some of them simply just complement each other very nicely.
Этот мод мы уже
And
видели
as usual, if you'd like to try any of these
в
mods, you
предыдущем
can find them
видосе.
all in the description below. And anyway, let's go ahead and check them out. Alright, for our first combination, we're actually going to be using 3 different mods. The first of which is smooth swapping, which makes it so whenever you transfer items from one inventory to another, rather than instantly teleporting, it'll actually glide between the two. It's pretty satisfying to watch, but trust me, with just 2 more mods, we can make this even better. And next, we'll be installing extra sounds, which adds a whole lot of new sound effects to pretty much everything that has to do with the inventory. And this, once again, includes swapping items. So now we have satisfying visuals and audio, but now we gotta make it functional. And for this, we're gonna be installing Mouse Wheelie, which allows you to have fine control of exactly how many blocks you're sending back and forth between the 2 inventories. And honestly, I never thought transferring items...
Вот первое по поводу солнца было интересно. Типа можно РПшиться в плане вампира там, да, челленджи всякие делать. Ну, вот это интересно, да. По поводу звука, ну, параша. По поводу забора, ну, не по-майнкрафтовски, просто, типа, можно добавить.
between inventories would ever be fun, but you know, here we are. It's practically ASMR at this point. Now, for our next combination, we're going to be using Mr. Crayfish's gun mod and enhanced visuals. Mr. Crayfish's gun mod is easily one of the best gun mods available for the newest versions of Minecraft, and enhanced visuals adds all kinds of awesome visual effects to the game whenever you take damage or really several other situations. But here, we're focusing on the damage. And these mods work pretty nicely together because it makes it feel like you're playing Call of Duty or something inside of Minecraft. These battles are honestly more intense than you would expect, and it especially helps when you can truly see how low your health is and just, you know, how close your imminent death is. Next up, we're going to use a combination of mods that pretty much makes you fear the sun. And the first of these 2 mods, and more of the physical side of what it's going to do to you, is burn in the sun. And this mod makes it so, as you would guess, you're going to burn in the sun. And it actually doesn't start out this way. You're going to enable it in the config. But once you do, everything that's living will no longer survive if it stays in the sun for too long. And in addition to this, for the more visual side of things, we're going to be using a sun and moon celestial config. And this mod lets you set both the sun and the moon to pretty much whatever size you'd like. And we're going to be focusing on the sun this time around. We just don't really need the moon for this particular configuration. And for this particular example, I've made the sun a mere 10 times bigger, which goes a long way towards explaining why when you step into the sun, you just immediately burst into flames. Up next, we'll be using a combination of mods that make sleeping actually something you want to do other than just because you need to make the night go by. The first of these mods is realistic sleep. And this mod makes it so once you do start sleeping, anything that takes time to happen in your world is actually going to be sped up. So if you have some plants you're waiting on to grow or you're smelting a bunch of stuff, this is immediately going to save you a whole lot of time. And in addition to this, I've installed bed benefits. And not only is this mod going to heal you when you go to sleep, but it's also going to clear your status effects. In combination, these 2 mods just make sleeping that much more helpful. Now, our next combination of mods is going to both make your game more difficult and give you more customization of exactly how your character performs, I guess. And the first of these mods is Level Z. Immediately, you'll probably notice with this mod, you're going to start with 3 health. And this is because you actually have a bunch of stats now which you can upgrade using experience. And this allows you to upgrade things like your health and speed along with many other effects that make yourself more powerful. And in addition to this, I've installed RPG difficulty, which makes it so the farther away you go from spawn and the longer it's been, the harder the game is going to get. And these mods just work beautifully together because if you want to survive in the long run, you're probably going to want to upgrade. Now, after that, we're going to be making fences a lot more enjoyable to build with. And we're going to be doing this by installing both diagonal fences and connectable chains. With diagonal fences
Этот мод вообще, мне кажется, он потянет в единицах. Ну, Это надо такой мощный комп, чтобы вот такое потянуть и чтобы вообще не лагать.
You can now place fences at a 45-degree angle, so you can make a complete octagon with them, and connectable chains adds an entirely new mechanic that allows you to connect two fence posts together. And these two mods work very well together. As far as I could tell from testing, they never really broke or anything like that, and when you have these both installed, the capabilities of fences is pretty significantly expanded. Next up, we're actually going to be installing a mod and a resource pack that go a pretty long way towards changing the feel of the game. And for the resource pack, we're going to be using Conquest, and at this point, I still consider this to be one of the best medieval resource packs you can find.
Это похоже как Сталкрафт. Есть такая игрушка, типа Сталкер в Майнкрафт, там вместе вот. Похоже, этот, как, текстуры
As it
дальше.
completely changes the appearance of Minecraft, honestly. Aside from still being, blocky, there's just a whole lot more detail in your world, and the visual style has been completely flipped. And in addition to this, I've installed medieval music, which adds medieval music to your game. And all this music is royalty-free, so if you want to make any videos or stream with this, you're going to be just fine. And I think this is a pretty awesome combination, because literally just with one resource pack and one mod, you've pretty much completely changed the style of Minecraft.
Ну, музыка имба.
For our next combination, we're going to be using a couple mods that
На
are going to
заднем
change pretty much everything you know about physics in Minecraft. And these two mods are Block Physics Overhaul and Water Physics Overhaul. And Water Physics Overhaul I did a showcase for about half a year ago, and it's an incredibly fun and satisfying mod to play with. With this mod installed, water's no longer an infinite source, so if you pick some up, you'll notice the water level drop. And if you place a bucket of water somewhere, it'll immediately flow down and either turn into a puddle or merge into a larger body of water. And truly, this is just too much fun to play with. And Block Physics Overhaul, on the other hand, makes it so pretty much all the blocks in your game are susceptible to gravity. It isn't immediate and always occurring like sand, for example, but you will need to be careful when doing things like building and mining, because if you don't do things just right, you could create a cave-in or make your entire house collapse. Like I said, it pretty much changes everything you know about this game when it comes to blocks, and you're really sometimes gonna have to just plan things out. And as you may have guessed, these mods are actually created by the same author, and if you'd like to give it a try, it is still in 1.16, which all things considered isn't that old of a version, so it might not be too big of a deal for some of you. Now, next, I'm going to be showing you a combination that I've actually shown in some of my more recent videos, but I've yet to cover it in one of these mod combination videos, and I think it absolutely deserves a spot. And this combo features better combat and really pretty much just your choice of weapon mods. And on the mod page for better combat, you can actually see a list of mods that are built to work with this one, and I would absolutely recommend you choose one, because while on its own, better combat is a whole lot of fun, it just doesn't leave you with that many options because vanilla Minecraft only has like 3 different weapon types. But once you install one of these mods, and I'll be using simply swords, the amount of weapons you have at your disposal is significantly increased. And quite literally, all of these weapons have unique attack animations, so pretty much whatever you select, it's gonna be a brand new experience. Plus, you can add in dual wielding just to mix things up even more, and this combination entirely revitalizes the combat in Minecraft. And on their own, weapon mods like simply swords are still pretty cool, but at the same time, they all just have the same attack, which gets kind of boring. But once you combine them, rather than just having the exact same attack animation with literally every weapon in the game, you'll find yourself slashing, spinning, stabbing, and slamming all the enemies you come across. Alright, and for this final combination, we have a couple mods that are going to make multiplayer quite a bit more enjoyable. And the first of these mods is Simple Voice Chat, which adds voice chat inside of the game and proximity chat, so as you can see when I'm walking around you, the sound of my voice will change where it's coming from. And the second of these two mods, which works pretty much perfectly with Simple Voice Chat, is Sound Physics. And this makes exploring caves with your friends just honestly pretty awesome.
Да как он это сделал?
Awesome and hilarious at the same time. You'll hear them just screaming in the distance sometimes. And really, this combination's just about perfect.
Да чё, как... Я в
If you're going to be playing online with other people. And that is going to do it for this video. And remember, if you enjoyed any of these combinations, you can find all of the mods in the description below. I really do think these all work very well together, and you guys should absolutely give them a try. And if there's any other mod combinations out there that you think work perfectly together, absolutely let me know so I can check them out. And anyway, let me know what you thought about this video, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.
До скорого.
Work very...
Чё там, да, там? Давай там, где вот так вот. Ну, что скажу, прикольные моды, как всегда. По факту, вот Physics мод, вот это имба, реально. Я бы с таким бы поиграл. Это единственное. Но я думаю, лагать будет пипец. Так что вот это тебе и минус. Возможно, доживем когда-то, что Майнкрафт будет полноценно с такими модами играть. И без фриза, без лагов вообще замечательно. Вот. Вот. Всем спасибо, ребят, кто смотрел со мной в реакцию, так сказать, на этот видеоматериал. Ссылочка в описании на ролик будет. Можно зайти Лукас поставить. Кому понравилась реакция, можно поставить мне Лукас. Если нет дизлайк, только написать комменты, почему не понравилось. Вот. Также я делаю всякие реакции на разные всякие там челов, треки, там нонеймов и так дальше. Можете писать в комменты, что вы хотели видеть у меня на канале. Вот. Я сделаю с удовольствием реакцию. Вот. И, кстати, делаю реакции, там прохожу, делаю обзоры на игры и т.д. на своем Twitch канале. Вот, так что заходи. А, Каждое воскресенье в 13:30 стримлю, по киевскому времени только. Вот. Все, ребята, давайте удачи. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Лукас влепили. Все. Кстати, подписаться тоже не забудь, там бесплатно все скину. Ты понимаешь. Давай, всем удачи, всем пока.